We are on part 2 of your notes for 7-3. Let's go ahead and do this first problem. So if I have 4,410, do it with me, and I am dividing it by 63. Now these numbers might look big, but I ask you, 63 is about what number? You should say 60, okay? And 441 is about what number? It's about 440, right? So when I divide that, I need to ask myself, okay, well, how many times will 60, about 60, go into 440? Well, I know that 60 times 7 is 420. Okay, so if I do 63 times 7, okay, 63 times 7, well, 63 times 7, 7 times 3 is 21, carry my 2. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 2 is 44. Oh, look, same number. So, 63 times 7 is equal to 441. So I'm going to subtract 441. And I get 0. Got to drop down my 0. Well, I know that 63 goes into 0, 0 times no remainder. So now what they want you to do is to multiply to check our work. Now remember, since division and multiplication are inverse operations, I should be able to multiply 63 times 70 to get my answer of 4,410. 0 times 3 is zip. 0 times 6 is zip. Okay, bring down my 0. 7 times 3 is 21. Carry my 2. 6 times 7 is 42. Plus 2 is 44. When I add these, 0, 1, 4, 4. I get 4,410. Okay, so all this needs to be in your notes. Go ahead and pause it if you need to, but you're going to see we divided up here. And since the opposite of division is multiplication, we can multiply to check our answer, which we did here. We got 70, so 63 times 70 equals 4,410. Let's go ahead and try this next one. So I'll have 32 divided by 9,799. Well, I know 32 is about 30. 32 won't go into 9, but it will go into 97, sorry. How many times does 32 go into 97? Well, 32 is about what number? It's about 30. 97 is about what number? It's about 90. So let's try 3 times, because 30 times 3 is 90, so what's 32 times 3? Well, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 96. Well, 32 times 3 is 96. Yep, that works right now. So I'm going to subtract 96. 7 minus 6 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. Bring down my 9. Well, 32 does not go into 19. So a lot of 6th graders forget to put this 0 up here because it's very easy to do that. 32 times 0 is 0, so 19 minus 0 is 19. I'll bring down my 9. How many times will 32 go into 199? Well, I know we said 32 is about 30. 199 is about 20. So if we're doing 30, 30 times what number is about 200? Well, 30 times 3 is 90. 30 times 4 is 120. 30 times 5 is 150. Still seems a little low. 30 times 6 is 180. That's close. So let's try 32 times 6. Do it with me. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry my 1. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 1 is 19. Does that work? Yep. 192 is less than 199. So I'm going to put a 6 here. Okay? So 6 times 32 is 192. So I need to subtract that. So right now I have 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 9, zip. 1 minus 1, zip. My answer right now is 306 remainder 7. Now remember, what we're doing right now is checking our answer through multiplication. So if I divided 9,799 divided by 32, I got 306 remainder 7. They want us to multiply 306 times 32. Now if you have a remainder, that comes last. You add that at the end. So please write this with me if you need to. Pause, take your time. I'm going to be checking to see if it's in your notes. 6 times 2 is 12. Carry my 1. What's 2 times 0? Plus 1 is 1. And 2 times 3 is 6. Now, a lot of kiddos are forgetting to bring that 0 down. Remember, since we're moving over to the 10 spot, we need to make sure that we put a 0 as a placeholder. 6 times 3 gives me 18. Carry my 1. 3 times 0 is 0. Plus 1 is 1. 3 times 3 is 9. We're going to add 2 plus 0 is 2. 8 plus 1 is 9. Okay, I accidentally made that mark. 6 plus 1 is 7, and bring down my 9. Okay, so I get 9,792. Now I have to remember to add my remainder, which was 7, and I get 9,799. Is that equal to this? Yes, it is, so I know that my answer must be correct. Again, make sure you have both A and B in your notes. Circle your answer, show your work. Okay. Go ahead and try this got it on the next page of your notes by yourself. I want you to show your work for completion and to circle your answer for me. So, 8,585 divided by 17. Show all your work for me. Okay? When you're done, make sure all your notes are good so far, and we will be doing part 3 tomorrow in class.